Ladies and gentlemen, we are going into round number 2 here of day 2 of the World Cup. Mada, Afi, Kappa, and Mime. Let me just open up the bans here. So we will have the bans and picks for this match. Kappa banning quicksand, Mada banning poolside, Afi banning red landing, Mime banning bolt holes. And the picks are Kappa forest climbing, that is this map, Mada slalom, Afi new school, Mime bobzak, and the random map will be hard. We are now into the first round. Mime already won his first match of today. Is driving a phenomenal World Cup so far. Mime also really good first round here. Just a little bit ahead. Mada goes for that no slide strategy here on the grass. We saw this one being utilized yesterday as well. Kappa and Afi a little bit behind after making some blunders. A bigger blunder has been made by Afi here. By Mime, sorry. Mime flies against the checkpoint. It is Kappa also struggling a lot. Kappa, huge struggles right now. It is Mada who has a clear way to victory. I don't even think Mime is going to be able to finish here. Needs to get a superb ending. Kappa also struggling a lot in the first identity. We might see 2 DNFs coming in. Oh, Kappa manages to finish, but that is a very rough start for Mime here with 0 points. Mada, the only survivor basically in this first round. Quite funny. As we are now into round number 2, Mime with a good start. Already 1/10 ahead of the opponents. But we got to remember, whenever Afi is close in the top positions, he has a slightly different approach in the identity. Same with Kappa here in the water. But this line by Kappa isn't really that much better. It's kind of just similar. Mime in first place. Let's see if Mime is able to not fly out here. He does do so, but look at Afi is really close now going into the identity. Let's focus on Afi here for a bit. With a good start, Mime has to go for a respawn. Oh, Mada flies out. What is happening? It's absolute chaos. Afi hits the tree. Still manages to somehow make it. Mada also able to reach the finish line, but absolute chaos on forest climbing right now. 4 points for Mime. It is not a good start at all for Mime. He did have a pretty bad start last round or last match as well. And after that, he won his match. Perhaps we will see a similar thing happen right here. Afi losing a lot of speed before the magnet part. Mime takes over that first place. We already have... Ooh, that is a poor mistake there. That is not good by Kappa at all. Mada also oversliding a little bit, losing a lot of speed on this grass section. Mime in first place. Afi has that different approach in the ending. Good snipes Mime's first place here. We did see a lot of mistakes in this identity. Different approaches for this the first uphill part. There we go. Mime with a outside line goes super wide. Avoid the trees. It is just brilliant to see the car go up and down, up and down, up and down. Afi not able to get close. Is Kappa able to finish here? Oh. Barely able to finish. So Mime now getting that 10 points was very much needed. It's now back in business. Good start as well by Mime. Goes a little bit wider here, so the other players are able to catch up with a slightly nicer entry in the next section. Let's stay on board with Kappa. Kappa is struggling a lot here. Seems like forest climbing is not his favorite map. Different line here by Kappa, as you can see. Goes out wide and then goes middle. But it's not really catching up. Has to adjust his line as well because no slide wasn't possible anymore with that amount of speed that he had. Mime in first place. Mudda and Afi chasing with only 2 tenths behind. Mime actually jumping a little bit and has to concede that first place. We do see Mudda with super risk. Wow. Afi with a different line is maybe able to catch up to Mudda. Mudda collides with the wall and it is Mime actually winning. It's so hard to follow the end here because the cars are just bouncing and you never know who has more exit speed going into the finish. But what a nice comeback by Mime. You gotta remember that Mime did not finish his first round of this match. All right. Going into slalom. We saw in last match Mime's performance on slalom. 3 wins in a row with 3 very good times. But I do recall a couple rounds from Mudda yesterday where he was doing really good on slalom as well. So let's see how this will turn out. As we have Afi with 28 points, Mime with 24, Mudda with 21, Kappa with 16 points. Definitely a close match after the first map has been played. Good start for Mime and Mudda. Kappa just a little bit behind. Let's go with the overview here so we can see what's happening in front. No mistakes in this second slalom. Going into the third slalom, we did see Mime make some blunders. We do see Mudda losing a lot of momentum here. Actually has dropped down from first place all the way to third now. Afi with a little bit of a wider approach. Who is going to have the best entry in the ice slide? It is Mudda, who also crashes right before it. Very tight by both Afi and Mime. Who will get the best downhill? It is looking like Afi has a little bit more speed, stays ahead in first place, and that is a good race from Afi and Mime. Mudda still finishing as well in fourth place. But it is Mime in top 2, which is fantastic because he is extending his gap towards the third place Mudda bit by bit. Sorry, I had to connect my mouse. It was running out of battery. Mime with the worst start in this second round. Afi leading. Afi is really steamrolling on slalom here. 38 points. He is the leader of the race. Was really not expecting him to perform like he is doing right now, but it is phenomenal to see Mime with a good sausage slalom. Goes up to first place. Mudda again in last place. Let's stay on Mudda here so we can see what's happening in front. Mudda not with a good grass slide, grass turn anyway. Kappa with a interesting line here. It is helping him get second potentially, or is Afi with more speed? It is Afi with more speed, and he actually snipes Kappa right in front of the finish line here. But it is Mime who gets the 10 points. 103.64. Interesting line here by Kappa. I have to admit, is probably not as confident as the other players going for that full inside line. But we can see as we look at the points here, 44 points for Afi and 40 points for Mime. They are creating a distance together. We have Mudda at 27 and Kappa on 24. So Kappa and Mudda really need to step it up now because this gap is only going to grow further and further if the finish placings are going to stay the same like this. Mime, again, not with a good start, but his last sector of this map is really good. And here we go, charging forward. Getting a little bit more speed. Going for a much tighter line here on the grass. Goes from third place to first place. It is all going to be decided in the ending. Who is going to have the best ice slide? We know that Kappa goes for a wide approach. It is Mime sliding out. Who is in first? It looking like Mada will have it here with Afi in second. Kappa in third. And that is a beautiful round here by Mada. 1:03.44, ladies and gentlemen. That is a huge time. I believe this is going to be the final round. Oh, and we see a blunder from Mada. After a nice 10-pointer in the last round, finds himself now in fourth position, potentially getting 3 points. Something he doesn't want to receive, most likely. Would have rather had another 10-pointer under his belt. It is Mime charging into first place, but very close around the second slalom here. Afi in second position. Kappa lurking in the shadows in third. It is Afi with a little bit more speed going up the hill here. Mime holds strong in that first position. The ending can be very tricky. We saw Mime slide out last round, and Afi with a beautiful approach. Let's see if Mime can finally secure it here, or is Afi gonna have a much faster downhill? It is looking like Afi does not have it, and it will be Mime in first place here. 10 points added to him, 6 points to Afi, and we do see a 2v2 kind of situation coming up here with Afi and Mime taking away this match, and Mada and Kappa slowly fading away in the distance. Really wish for them that they start driving a little bit better here on the next couple maps. And we now go into New School. This map was picked by Afi. So potentially Afi is going to extend his lead right here, as this is going to be his map choice. We might see Afi move up in the rankings even further. Here we go then. Afi sitting at 56 points, Mime 53, Mada 40, Kappa 32. This is a little bit more technical map, so I'm expecting Kappa to do much better here. And look at Kappa moving up into first place already from the get-go. Nice dirt lines here. And we do want to go and have a look at Mada here, because he's the only player that goes for a wide setup. And then with that wide setup, actually makes a blunder right after. Normally, he would get way more exit speed and is able to catch up to the field again. But right now, makes that mistake. It is Kappa in first place. We cannot count out Kappa here, ladies and gentlemen. He is a previous world champion. In first, would really like these 10 points, but we have the ice ending coming up. Afi slides out. Kappa with a beautiful setup. Is he gonna be able to get the last turn here? It is looking like he will. Mime comes close, but that is a good match time by Kappa. Ladies and gentlemen, 105.37 by Kappa is fantastic. He was in dire need of points, and look at that. Puts himself right next to Mada again. We still have Afi and Mime with a solid 16 to 17 point lead here. Going into round 2 of New School. Mime in fourth place. Not the greatest start, but here we go again. That different approach from Mada. Goes high up and then gets the extra speed here. Look at that. And is now, instead of last, in second position. Almost on the spoiler of Afi. Mime with a sloppy start. It is actually Mada making another mistake here. He is making a lot of blunders. I will have to admit that in this match. And therefore, he's also sitting with 43 points only. Can Kappa get another 10 points? He had a really good ending, but it is Afi who is in front of him. Afi goes very fast. Afi slides out once again. Who's in second? Afi in second, though. Kappa slides out in the end. It is actually going to be Mada winning this round. What a fiesta in this ending. Kappa losing out on 10 points here. That is just harsh to see, guys. Goes a little bit too fast in the last turn. Drops his gear with oversteering. And then slides out. Mada getting 10 points. Served on a silver platter. Just like that. Mime has not shown great potential on New School. Is in last place once again. Kappa in first, but we have seen Kappa in first place very often. And then instead of a first place when crossing the finish, it is turning into a fourth place at the finish. Let's see if he can keep that first place now. Ooh, Mime with an additional mistake puts him even further behind now. Let's stay on board with Mime so we can see what happens in front. Mada slides out. Afi with low speed as well. Mime is able to catch up just a little bit. Can Kappa secure this first place now? Yes, he can. It is Afi in second. Mime in third. And Mada in last. $72 points for Afi. 66 for Mime, Kappa with 56 and Mada with 56. We have a little bit of a spread out situation here, but it can still, you know, turn out to be very close in the end. We have a mistake by Afi, the leader, and this means that all of the other players are going to catch up. Mada with that wide approach is able to catch up. Look at that, guys. That is the power of some different approaches here. Mada now in first, battling it out with Kappa and Mime. But Mada losing a little bit of speed in this left drift. Onto the reactor part we go. Mime in first. Will he be able to stay in first? No, it is Kappa who is actually catching up nicely. Going into the last turn, it is Mime sliding out again. Kappa now battling for first place, but it's looking like Mada will have it. Turns around the car nice and quick. And there you have it. Mada wins. Kappa in second, Afi in third, and Mime in last. Mime with the 69 points, though. Mime with the 69 points. That is very nice. Very nice, very nice. And we are going to Bobzak. And Bobzak is chosen by Mime. So Mime with the Bobzak pick. 76 points for Afi. 69 points for Mime. 66 for Mada. And Kappa with 62 points. Here we go then. In the very first round on Bobzak, Mime has a little gap to close compared to Afi here, who has been driving a very good match. Gotta admit that. Couple blunders on the previous map, but is looking very solid, as we have Mime not with a solid first round here. Drops down into fourth position, but we gotta remember, the ending of this map can cause a lot of troubles. Mime is doing his best to catch up, is actually doing a very good job here. Putting himself next to Afi, getting a good ice slide here. Loses a lot of speed with the gear shifting, but the ending can be troublesome. Who is gonna get good transitions? It looks like everyone is actually making it. Have we ever seen this happen before? I don't think so. It is Afi in first, Kappa in second, Mada in third, and Mime, after a sloppy start, closes out in fourth position. Good stuff for Kappa is actually catching up now in points. We only have Afi really excelling and extending his lead bit by bit. The other players, however, are getting rather close together. What a good start by Kappa. Look at that. That is at least a 10th ahead right now. 1200s, but goes very wide. Hits the cacti. I remember Kappa posting a tweet saying there are no cacti on any of the maps, but hey, maybe gotta remove that tweet after that mistake. Afi in first place, 86 points. Mime and Mada in second and third, but Afi with a different line. It's interesting to see the different lines here on the ice. Now Mime keeps the speed, goes for a little small drift there. Is he able to catch up with a smooth landing here? It looks like Mime has a little bit more speed going up the bobsleigh. Is it going to be Mime or Afi? It is going to be Mime. Can you believe it? 7,000ths of a second. Mime with that beautiful identity gets the 10 points here. Very, very nice. 82 points now for Mime. Who is gonna get the first triple digits? It's looking like Afi will have it, but Mime might have a say in this topic. Kappa doing a little bit of a different line now. Oof, Mime going very close to the checkpoint and to the corner. Kappa extending his lead very nicely here, 1600s ahead. Mime barely avoiding the water as well, but his approach here is a little bit skewed right now. Goes from second to fourth position. Kappa looking to get a much needed 10-pointer here, but the identity is still just ahead of him. Can he clear it? It is looking good for Kappa, but the transition here can be a little bit bumpy. He gets a little bit of a bumpy. Mada and Mime are charging forward, and it is actually going to be Kappa dropping all the way down to third place. Mada and Mime both taking over that spot there. And that is unfortunate for Kappa, who is now almost 10 points behind third position. Round number 3 here on Bobzag. Mime not with a good angle for this grass section. Similar with Afi, who is falling behind quite a bit. Kappa again in that first place, but this might be a deja vu. Kappa in first place here with 2/10 of an advantage. Oh, Mada with that early grip. Look at that speed that he gets out of it. Mime with that inside line as well. Goes for the attack, but drops the gear and will have to concede for the battle for first place. It is going to be Kappa versus Mada. Mada with a better landing here. Mada with a bob sack. It is even Mime getting close here, but it is going to be Mada again with a nice ending here. 10 points for Mada. Kappa getting second place. Mime in third and Afi in last. Moving on to the next track. It is looking like a triple finalist situation is around the corner. 98 points for Afi, 94 points for Mada, 92 points for Mime, and Kappa with 81. And here we go. On to Hard. One of the older maps. We have seen a lot of mistakes happen in this identity in the last Mime match. The advantage that Afi had throughout the first 3 maps is almost gone. And now it's equal field on hard. Everyone with a good start. Afi with a much better reactor part here. Wow, 1/10 advantage for Afi going into the sector number 2. But it is Mime charging forward together with the other players. And that is another headache for Mime. Hitting the checkpoint. I don't know why he is doing that. I really wonder. Kappa and Afi battling it out for first and second. Oof, Kappa barely avoiding the wall here. Mada now also joining the fray. Mada could actually get the first place here if he can get a little bit more speed compared to Kappa. But Kappa is holding that first spot. And Kappa with 69. He needed these 10 points. Mime barely finishing. But those 10 points were important for Kappa. Very important 10-pointer. It is a bit unfortunate that Mime keeps hitting the top of that checkpoint. It is Kappa who attacked world champion getting the no slide in the very first turn. So going from a 10-pointer back down to a 3-pointer is gonna hurt your mental a little bit here. Afi once again with a beautiful start. We saw this last round as well. Still in first place, 102 points, sorry. Mime chasing in second position, avoiding the checkpoint finally. And we do know that Mime has a great downhill section here. Look at this. Zak is getting closer, but hits the pillar actually in the water. It didn't do anything. It is Afi who is crashing on the exit. And this is huge for Mime. Oh my days. It was gonna be huge for Mime, but Mime makes the mistake in the identity. And that is a 3-point again for Mada. He has gotten himself some very nice lucky rounds where he gets the 10 points just in front of the others who keep making mistakes. And also Kappa getting second after making a blunder in the very first round is brilliant for Kappa. But it is Mime who is now losing quite a lot of points. And is almost in last place now. Afi, 105 points. Mada in first. Looking to get another 10 pointers, which would put him in finalist mode. But look at the gaps here, guys. It is Mime in first place. Finally getting a good identity here. Can he deny the 10 points away from Mada? But it is the Mada who is actually sniping him with very nice low jumps. And what a race. Mada putting himself in first place to get finalist mode. Mime in second. Afi in third. No, Kappa in third and Afi in last. Is Mada able to close out his match with his first finalist attempt? Every other player has also crossed the 100-point mark. One of the closest matches we have seen so far in the World Cup. Yesterday we had a quad finalist situation, and this could also turn into a quad finalist situation as Mada finds himself in last position. But we did see that Mada has a phenomenal identity. Mime with a good downhill. Up in first place still. Nobody is making mistakes. All eyes on Mime here, who actually is making the mistake. It is all falling apart for Mime, but Kappa and Afi are denying Mada the victory here as they are in first and second position. Mime really wants to finish here. Yep, gets his 3 points. But Mime now in last place. And we are moving to the next track. We are back on forest climbing. One of Mime's favorite maps. But we do know that Afi has this different approach in the end. Mada is not a guaranteed winner here. But it is going to be a brawl. And who is going to get it here? Mada finalist, Afi 114 points, Kappa 111, Mime with 108. It is now all or nothing for Mime to get those 10 points and 6 pointers. Afi just needs a top 2, whereas Kappa needs to win in order to get finalist mode. Best case scenario is Mime winning here, Mada getting second. Mada not with a good grass turn. It is Afi in second. That is all he needs to get finalist mode. Mime in first still. Afi is catching him in the identity part here. Mime with a sloppy turn. What is happening? Afi still in first place. Mada in second. Mime in third. It is... Mime with the Giga Chat save there. Drops off the track. Gets back on. And we have a double finalist situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we could see a quad finalist happening here. If Mime wins and Kappa gets second, we might have a quad finalist situation. Kappa is out of the running. It is all eyes on Mime to deny the finalist round here. Kappa 6 seconds behind. Afi leading the race. It is Mime and Mada charging to catch up. It is Mime now moving into first place. Mime is taking first place over from the other players. It is Mada with that nose slide. Is he able to catch up? Yes, he is. Goes for a little bit of a more sideways approach. Goes up to first place. Mime in second. Very nice tight approach here. The identity is gonna decide everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going in. Forest climbing. Mada and Afi with a lot of bounces. It is Mime with good speed. Afi with a different approach. And Afi actually winning it with a different approach. It is so powerful. It is so strong. And Afi wins this match just with a different strategy. But beautifully done. Nicely executed. And we still have Mada now with finalist status. Kappa 117, Mime 116. Can Mime and Kappa deny Mada more rounds? Mada currently in second place. Quite far behind Mime already. But Mada has this nose slide. There you go. Mime in first. Kappa is just lurking in the shadows. Kappa might even go for the save strat and just finishing here. That will already put him into finalist mode. Mada getting second here. Both Kappa and Mime hitting the checkpoint. Oh, that was harsh to see. And this is going to be the first time Mime is either going to get third or fourth here. 1v1 battle now for Kappa and Mime, the final round of this match. Here we go. Huge mistakes in forest climbing. Mime currently in first place. Obviously, Kappa has a little bit different approach here. Goes for that inside line, whereas Mime goes for the outside line. Mime looking to get first, but we have seen the ending. The ending can cause so much trouble. Here we go. Mime on his way to get third place. Survives the first bit of the identity and is looking like he will also survive the second bit. And that will be a third place finish for Mime. Ladies and gentlemen, third place for Mime. Kappa in last place, but what a match. This could have gone either way. Nonetheless, what a beautiful performance by every single one of these guys. Afi wins, Mana in second, Mime in third, and Kappa in fourth. GG.